All right, Aries, so this is your general reading for the month of January for sun, moon, or rising signs. If you guys don't know your sun, moon, or rising, go ahead and you can search it on Google. It gives you like your birth chart to see where your planets were with the day you were born, the time you were born, and the place you were born. So if you want to go ahead and check out the other videos that I'll have for you, if you don't get these messages through your sun sign, it may be in your moon sign, if not in your rising sign. And if you don't get any messages, that just means that the message doesn't apply for some of you. So don't feel like, discouraged, or you just feel like, that it just wasn't meant for you. Not all readings are going to resonate. It's for the people that may need the message that they need to hear. Okay, so this is for Aries, sun, moon, or rising sign. All right. What are the messages for Aries? What are the messages for Aries? Okay. All right, so we're coming in with the Ten of Cups. A lot of emotional fulfillment here for you guys. You guys are going through a very good start of the year. This could be celebrating whatever kind of event you are going into. This could be celebrating a birthday, this could be celebrating a marriage, this could be celebrating a promotion of some kind, starting a new business. It's just however you're starting this year, you're starting off with it really well, okay? This is kind of like happily ever after type of moment here. This is going into like a honeymoon phase as well. If it has to do with relationships, you're feeling very fulfilled with the partner that you found. Some of you may be starting a family, and some of you may have found the news that you are in fact expecting children or a child. That will be your underlying energy there. This is a great start for you guys, Aries. I'm liking that card so far. Okay, you guys are looking into the future. You guys are also, for plans ahead. Even in the moment, but I'm seeing that this is where you're imagining your future as well, okay? In the past, this has to do with a lot of hard work, a lot of efforts and sweat and breaking your back and really doing things financially, or even having to do it within the relationship. This took a lot of effort and time to perfect, not really perfect it, but to improve your relationship. Okay. Now this could be whether it's with love or with work or with projects or whatever it is that you may be involved in. Okay, this is very general, so the messages could apply to however this resonates with you. Okay. In your presence, you have the King of Cups. Okay, so with the King of Cups, in the past, like I said, this had to do with a lot of hard work, and I think with that, you've proven and you've shown, and you've maybe even built yourself to get to the King of Cups. Okay, you've gotten yourself to this hierarchy, this rank, even feeling you have that energy of feeling very wealthy as well. Okay, you've put in a lot of time. I feel like some of you have been saving so much money, and I feel like this is where your mind is at right here, physically, because with Pentacles, this has to do with like the physical realm, right? This is having to do with actions and work in the physical body. With the Ten of Cups, this is having to do with emotions, But I'm getting that this is, with all your hard work, this is where you're thinking here. This is your plan in the future. Even though this is not the future position, but I feel like that's where your goal is, right? That's where you want to feel. That's where you want to be. But with the King of Cups, this is having to feel very on top of everything. You're having that grounding energy, and you have a lot to offer. Financially, you're there to help people. You're there to even help your own family, of course. I think things are starting to look up for you guys. You know, starting with January, things are starting to bloom. And you've gotten to this very grounding type energy here. You've gotten very grounded, and I think, you know, you have to try so many times in the past to get it right. And I think, you know, and with time, it takes practice, because with the Pentacles, this is a very earth sign element, right? And earth elements are a slow moving energy, okay? But it takes time for it to get to that perfection, right? It's like when you watch a seed from a potted plant and you watch it grow from the seed to a blooming flower. It takes time. You'll see the beauty in things, okay? With your future position, some of you may be feeling like you've wasted some time. Some of you may feel that, you know, you put so much work, and I think that I feel like you may be investing your time. If you're giving some money to somebody and you're kind of investing it, it's like you haven't seen, I feel like this is the other person. I feel like this is the other person that you've invested your time in. You put so much work. Or this could be with career as well. Like you've given so much of your hard work, but you're not seeing any results. You haven't been recognized. You haven't been, you know, appreciated. Okay, this is showing some kind of disappointment here financially, and this is all. I feel like this could be with work, because you have so many pentacles here, and you know, this is. I mean, you're seeing. I feel like you're seeing the results, but barely. Like it's just starting, and I think you're losing patience. Okay, with the future tense card, you're losing patience. You're wanting things fast. You want to see results quick, but that's just not how it works. Okay, you have to be patient. You have to know that this is going to take its time. You're going to see results eventually. Okay. With the heart of your reading, you're going with the Eight of Cups. Now, with the Eight of Cups, I see you're moving away from whatever is not benefiting you here, okay? You're disappointed with the Seven of Pentacles and then the Eight of Cups. This is just showing like disappointment. This is showing like this is not worth your time. This is not worth your emotions. This is not worth your effort that you put into. It's like you kind of given up, okay? I think that with whatever it is in your career in your career field, it's not working out for you. But I think that you may be giving up a little too easily. I think that you're being too impatient, that you want to see results as fast as possible, because these cups are not bent over, or they're not knocked over. Either waters are not being spilled. All the cups here are filled. All these cups, okay, all these cups are filled, but you're walking away from them. And I think you're just going things based on emotions, and I feel that maybe you're not being logical about things. You're just leaning on your emotions, on what you feel, because sometimes our emotions can give us the wrong perception, right? You have to also go with your intuition, okay? With the crescent moon being there, and then you have the sun as well. Just know that you have to have faith. Be patient. Don't give up too quickly, because even the lady has the wand in her hand. She's just ready to move on, because wands is like a fire energy. and it means motivation and movement and going after something that you want, right? But I feel like with that's not something that you've wanted, and that's like the heart of your reading. This kind of connects to everything. But just know that this is just focus on this, okay? With the Ten of Cups, just focus on the Ten of Cups. That's your goal here, okay? That's your future plan. Don't lose sight of that, because with the Eight of Pentacles, you know, in your past, this can even still be in the position of now, okay? Your foundation is having to rest. You're needing to rest. You're needing to take a break. You're needing to think clearly. You need some time to think. You need to analyze things before you can continue on. And that's okay. I think that since you've been showing a lot of hard work, you're putting so much time, you know, creativity wise, whether it is trying to get into your goal here, whether it's small goals, big goals, whatever it is. And, you know, I think it's gotten you to the point where you need to rest, and that's what you need to do. That's your foundation. You need to know how to rest the physical body, rest the spiritual body, and rest the mental body. You know, you need to really take a break, meditate, take some time for yourself, kind of collect yourself, bring yourself in alignment in order to move forward, okay? Because you're having to think a lot. And you're preparing, and also you're preparing yourself for what's to come. Okay. Now your challenge here, yeah, you're wanting things quick. You guys are being very impatient. And I think that it's leading you to exhaustion. You're being very tired. Okay, that's your obstacle here, because with the Knight of Swords, he goes after for what he wants, and he doesn't stop until he gets it. That's where I'm getting this read as, okay? He doesn't lose sight for what he wants, especially if he's being told that he needs to do a duty, right? That's his job. He needs to fulfill that task, you know? And I feel like whatever promises that's been made, you're staying into that tunnel vision there. Like, you can't lose sight of that. Okay, and it may be wearing you down a little bit, but it's going to pay off in the long run, I feel. All right. Now, with the advice of this, another sword. So you have a lot of pentacles and swords, Aries. Okay, so your advice here is you have the Ace of Swords. Okay, this is new thinking. This is new opportunities. This is having clarity. I think that with the advice is that you'll have mental clarity here, because, you know, with the swords kind of going through the crown, it's like giving the aha moment, I feel. And, you know, things are brightening up. You've kind of gotten through your mental struggle here, you know, because with the Four of Swords, that's what it is. You're having to rest. You're having to rest. But you're doing a lot of thinking and planning. You know, this is your goal here, I feel. That's where you want to be. But some of you may be even in this position now. Like, you're feeling this way. But there's more to it than the happy ending, okay? There's more. You can't just settle and stop at where you're at. Enjoy the moment, but there's more work to be done, okay? So let's go with Wisdom of Oracle. What are the messages for Aries? What are the messages? What is it that they need to know and hear? Find clarity, insight. What are the messages for them? Exchanging gifts. Exchanging gifts. Let's see what we have. So the law of giving and the receiving, currency trades off, weighing the costs. You're entering into a productive and enriching time when all matters of opportunities are being offered to you. You have everything you need to seize them. Yet in order to honor them, you must put in time, exchange your experience and skills, and commit heart and soul to what you're choosing to pursue. You can do it. You have what it takes to be successful if you align with the law of giving and receiving. You must engage into a dance of give and take, push and pull, doing and being. If you let fear guide your choices, you will dissipate yourself or create an imbalance. This is not a time to just do. Use your currency wisely and be mindful of the value things bring to your life. So this is all about, having balance, and this is a give and take situation here. So don't just, and that's the thing, I feel like you're having to do. That's what I'm seeing here now with the pentacles here, okay? You're having to work a lot, you're having to do so much tasks, and I feel like that's what it was. That's where you were trying to just work so much, work so hard, and you just won't stop. That's what I was getting here with the Knight of Swords. You were on the move. You don't quit until it's done. Okay. The thing is that you need to learn to have balance. Don't just also have the other person help you. And it's not just it's not a one-way street. It shouldn't be a one-way street for anybody. Everybody has a part to play. Everybody needs to pull some weight. Everybody needs to, everybody has a role, okay? What is it that Aries needs to know in here? Stepping into power. You are strong beyond measures. Okay, so this is kind of like the beacon card. So this is you showing example on how things are done. And I can also see that you're also leading the way to the path of achieving whatever it is that you're trying to achieve here. Okay. So be that light, be that guidance there, but also know that the people behind you should be able to support you. If you ever having a struggle moment or having to fall back, you have them to lean on. They should be your support system. All right, Aries. So I hope that helps you guys. Let me know in the comments below how this resonates with you, what situations you may be in, and give me some feedback. I like to hear from you guys. Let me know if January is kind of the energy that you were going into with this reading here. Okay. Up until then, I'll see you in February. See you guys.